This is one of the strangest games ever made. You roll up socks, you roll up sushi, you roll up skyscrapers, you even roll up God himself. And now, after years of remasters and safe sequels, it's coming back with a brand new adventure. Once Upon a Katamari. Before we see what the prince and his flamboyant, yoked, possibly drunk father have in store, I want to talk about why this game's bizarre magic works, why it's been so hard to recapture, and why this comeback matters now more than ever. The first time I played Katamari Damacy was on the PlayStation 2 back when I was just a kid. My older brother came home one day talking about this game he tried at a friend's house. A game where you roll up actual stuff. Not coins, not rings, not treasure, but stuff. Inanimate objects, furniture, animals, people, whole buildings. The story made zero sense, but in the best way possible. Who was this giant, regal king with this enormous cape judging my rolling performance like he's critiquing a Michelin star meal? Why was I rolling up socks and sushi one minute and entire neighborhoods the next? The art style was just as strange. A mashup of Japanese minimalism and European folk art, all wrapped up in chunky polygons. Bright, simple, totally unbothered by the trend of being realistic. And then there's the soundtrack. A funky, jazzy, completely unhinged collection of Japanese pop songs that have lived rent-free in my head ever since. You can catch me humming Lonely Rolling Star on at least a weekly basis. What a banger. From the very first roll, I was starstruck by how unapologetically different Katamari was. It wasn't trying to be cool, it wasn't trying to be cinematic, it was weird, it was funny, and it was so much fun. When you think about it, on paper, Katamari sounds almost too simple to work. You roll a sticky ball around. Objects stick to it. The more you roll, the bigger it gets. That's it. But Katamari squeezes every drop of creativity out of that simplicity. One stage has you scooping up flowers and frogs in a garden. The next, you're rolling rulers and pushpins before casually rolling up the students in their classroom. Give it a few more minutes, a couple more levels, and you're steamrolling whole neighborhoods, swallowing buses, buildings, and eventually, yes, God himself. It's absurd, it's hilarious, but it's also deeply satisfying. And that's part of what makes Katamari so special. There's always this sense of wonder. What can I roll up next? It turns the game into a toy chest you never stop exploring. And now, the formula's getting even wilder. The trailer shows rockets to blast through levels, magnets that pull objects towards you, and even time-stop powers that freeze the world so you can scoop up everything in sight. The original Katamari Damacy was lightning in a bottle. So strange, so fresh, so unlike anything else. Making a sequel was almost a dangerous move. But when you make a sequel that good, every game after it feels doomed to play it safe. Later sequels didn't necessarily ruin the magic, but they didn't add much either. They recycled ideas instead of pushing things forward. That's why Once Upon a Katamari feels different. It's not just another remaster. It's not just the same ball with a fresh coat of paint. It's the first real shakeup since We Love Katamari. Katamari is kind of like comfort food gaming. Pure, joyful distraction in a medium that often takes itself way too seriously. And this time, the comeback isn't just about being weird. It's about going where Katamari has never gone before. In this case, through time. The prince is rolling through history, the Ice Age. ancient Egypt, historic Japan, the Wild West. If Once Upon a Katamari wants to live up to its name, it doesn't need to reinvent the wheel. The trailer confirms rockets, magnets, time stop powers, finally some new tricks for veteran rollers. And the time travel, that's huge. One level, you're scooping up papyrus scrolls in Egypt. The next, katanas in Japan. The next, tumbleweeds in the Wild West. Then there's multiplayer, a fully featured mode called Katamari Ball. Online lobbies, local play, whoever rolls the biggest wins. Throw in customization for 69 cousins, plus the prince himself, and suddenly, Katamari isn't just a quirky single-player trip. It's a party game. And of course, the soundtrack. Katamari has always delivered some of the best music in gaming. When I think about some of the strangest games I've ever played, Katamari Damacy still sits somewhere at the top of that list. It's weird, it's silly, it's always nonsensical. But it's also one of the purest examples of joy in gaming. It's a game where you start your day picking up toothpicks in a park and end it by rolling up entire countries, where the soundtrack can make you laugh, groove, and get nostalgic all at once. Where the king of all cosmos can insult you in one breath and happily send you on your next mission in the next. And now, for the first time in years, we're getting a real chance to see that magic return. Once Upon a Katamari isn't just another sequel. It's a reminder of why the series is special. And maybe, just maybe, a chance to surprise us all over again. Because at the end of the day, Katamari Damacy isn't just one of the strangest games ever made, it's one of the best.